Very good evening to you traders. Earnings season is in full swing. Let's take a look first at Taylor Wimpey, UK building stock company. They are flying today, up 8%. Classical move on earnings, really. You know, a gap up, a little bit of consolidation, then just an afternoon rally as loads of demand is coming in for this stock. Let's have a look at it on the daily. From a daily perspective, you know, we're pushing up now to this resistance level. Resistance level was prior support at that 170 area up here from pre-Brexit. You know, that's a pretty keen level to look for. Do we continue on? You know, I don't know. But what I will say is this. You know, when you have an earnings move and you close in the top third or the top quarter of the trend and vice versa for a down move, you're way away from the volume weighted average price. That white line is the VWAP. By the way, if you haven't got charts with the VWAP on, get this charting package that I'm using. It's a free package. I'll include a link for it below, but the VWAP is included in that, and I think it's essential for when you're trading intraday from an intraday perspective, because you just get to see what the institutional level is. But anyway, we're pushing high, we're pushing on, everything's going nicely. So what is a good way to trade these sort of stocks? Well, if you're not trading them during the day, then the next day is a day two play. And what do I like to look for on a day two play? Now, considering if you have the filter that you close on highs, you close above resistance, so Taylor Wimpey may well tag all of these. You know, if you look on a day, we're going to close above resistance potentially, we're going to close on highs potentially, or within the top third. Then the next day sets up for buying some sort of pullback. Now, whether you look at the open and just see it dip at the open and then look to buy a ton of double bottom at the open, or let it drift a little bit further, start to find some support and then look for an afternoon push back up, then, you know, however you wish to play it, that's kind of what I look for on a day two play. I look for the same direction move, and I'm looking for buying into weakness. If I'm looking for longs, I'm looking to selling into strength. I'm not looking to chase any longs. If it carries on pushing and pushing and pushing, then I'll let it run and I'll put it in my swing trade alert for a multi-day green candles, and then look for a couple of reds, a little pullback to the 5 period or 20 period to take it from a swing perspective. But from an intraday perspective, if I see strength on day one, I'm going to look for a continuation of strength on day two by looking for some sort of pullback. So that's on my watch list. Taylor Wimpey, good, interesting building stock, and it has been so hammered after Brexit, and I was trading that on the Brexit morning. And it was a very quick trade because it was very, very, very active and volatile, as you know if you were trading it. But we've recovered quite a lot. Anyway, let's move on to another UK stock in the similar sector, well, property sector, not a builder, Rightmove. Now, again, Rightmove have just great numbers. They're up at 8%, nearly back to all-time highs. You know, what a stock this has been. It just got a complete massive uptrend on pretty much any time frame you're looking at. It's not as strong intraday actually as Wimpey, but you know what? To be fair to it, we have come up right against this cluster of resistance from the prior weeks. And you know, for me, I want to see, this is a slightly different setup. I'd like to see it clear that and then maybe trade on a breakout perspective, you know, rather than getting involved in it, because it has been a resistance level quite a lot. It's been a pretty strong level. If it clears it in a few days time and then you can get a pullback, then that looks interesting. I suppose on the flip side of this is, as I say, I always look at stuff from a neutral trading perspective without a bias. But you know what, if for some reason we end up unwinding on Rightmove, it doesn't look like at the moment, but you know, things can happen. Always nice to be prepared. If we come down and we take out that low, the low that we put in today from the earnings move, then that may open up a little sneaky short. I wouldn't want to overstay my welcome on it, but I'm going to set an alert for that, and that's something that I'll look for. So, you know, summarise Rightmove, I'll set an alert for that intraday low today. I'll also set an alert for above there. So, as you can see on the chart, that's how I'll bracket it. And then I'll reassess the situation. Until that, Rightmove goes off the watch list and only comes back on when those alerts get set. So, a couple of things in the UK. Today, we've had Apple and Twitter earnings out. Twitter's has been smashed down 12%, about between 10 and 12%. At the moment, see what happens in the rest of the day, and Apple has done quite well, better than expected, rallying up above that 104 level. So plenty of stuff going on. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Have a great trading day. See you at the same time, same place tomorrow evening. Take care.